Okay, I'm going to draw some eggs today. I just did this shape. I'm doing the other shape. So pay attention like how I draw it. I didn't, draw like that, right? You sketch it. Try to get the right shape of whatever egg you draw. One. So this is one. This way， 这个是竖的。Okay, after you finish this， 把这个形状画完以后，形状还要改得像一点。Fixing the shape too, right? It's 2B. I use 2B, kind of dark. Happen to. Okay, after I finish the shape, I'm going to start from the core shadow. 画完形以后，就可以从明暗交界线开始画。明暗交界线画的时候，要找好它的位置。So when you say drawing core shadow, you have to find the right place, right? I'm not using 2B anymore. Can't find my HB, so I use H. So that's the core shadow. The thing is about see, that's a very light one, right? Very, very light one. But I wanted to find the place in the beginning. So our core shadows here, all those shadows are different shape, different place on the egg, right? So that's when I try to do that, and also try to make it big. Okay, also pay attention to this. I didn't draw a line like this. Okay, I'm going to show you one right here or here. Okay, get a small size one. I didn't draw the core shadow like this. That's most people's problem. They're drawing core shadow like that. Okay, so you really needed to fade it the side, right? Don't make a sharp edge here. Don't do like that, right? So you can tell I'm drawing the same time I faded it out. 就画明暗交界线的时候，那个边缘一定要虚，就画的时候就要虚着，不是画完了以后才虚的。你画的时候就是边画边虚它。有时候呢，这个东西用手擦一擦更好。So when you draw a round thing, sometimes the finger helps a lot. See, that makes it's too much here, because that's when like, so yeah, the round thing, the finger really helps a lot. I'm using my finger. So now you have the darker side, and now you have to shade the lighter side. I'm using H. So because the lightest part is right this part. 现在我把暗面画了，我就可以画这个亮面。 这个亮面最亮的地方是这个地方，所以都是有一点点黑，有一点点重。So 我把这个画完以后，我眯着眼睛看了以后，我觉着我的暗面还是不够重。So I finished this part, then I squeezed my eyes to look at it. I felt like the dark part is still not dark enough, and then go back to darken it. Then here is a little bit darker than that part, so I'm adding. 这个地方比这个地方稍微重一点，我就现在要加上去。然后我就要画投影，投影从哪儿开始很重要。Now I'm going to do the casting shadow. Where to start? And where's this part right here, right? 投影，然后拿我的 2B 来画，就可以重一点。这个投影比这个所有的暗的地方都要重。跟这差不多。The casting shadow is almost the darkest part. It's kind of the same value as that. 然后边边要虚。The casting shadows edge need to be faded. Okay, don't draw it too sharp. This one is very sharp because it's like direct in the light. That's why it's sharp. 一层一层的加 layer the tone darker. When I put the casting shadow darker, now I can put the darker side of the X darker again. The egg, then darken this part too. See, an egg is not that easy to draw. 这个鸡蛋也不是那么容易把它能画的那么好的，是不是？还要是要 take time. Okay, now I wanted to do a interesting part is the background. Background 是这个比这个 dark， 我可以一起画。然后到这儿了以后，是这个背景又重。So at this part, the background is darker than the egg. Like how dark is not as dark as this part, right? So you have to figure that out. 要看看有多重，因为这个地方比这个地方要亮好多，是不是？然后这底下慢慢就亮了。我觉得这个还是有一点点 dark 了，把它弄得稍微 light 一点。这个地方要再重一点，要不然它好像 sharp 不起来。Need to be a little bit darker the core shadow here, so it looks more sharp. 好，这是我的鸡蛋。It's the first egg. Now this one. Let's find the core shadow first. Kind of half-half. Right there. Okay. Then should have a HB, but see, I'm blurry the edge of that. Even it's pretty sharp. So this whole thing is in the dark side, right? So that is lighter compared to this, but darker compared to that. Core shadow. Use my finger. Sometimes finger works. So darker. And this part is lighter than that. So this background is super dark. I'll work on my core shadow a little bit. Core shadow need to be even darker. This casting shadows is very dark. Now I'm going to work on the so 2H. I thought it was 2B. Okay. That part a little bit light. No. Background. Part is pretty dark. Get lighter here. Okay, so there's another question about like how to fade those parts. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do that. Basically is like, okay, start from here. Basically like you push hard and loose your hand, push a little bit, loose your hand, same thing as that part. Loose. Well, you have to kind of practice a lot to do it. I press hard, loose. Then you gradually loosen it, then get lighter and lighter. So, but those you have to actually practice it. 就是这个渐变的话 ，shade 的话，你要一开始要重，然后手慢慢的松，就淡了。然后这个要练习，这个没有办法就是一下解决的。如果你不练习的话，就是手的一个控制力的问题。So you need to practice to, control like how dark or how light you're going to do. Like you literally needed to practice it. Okay, now the dark part, the darker. From 这个地方重的 gradually go to light. It's important. 从重的慢慢的到 light 这地方也是。这个地方比较 blurry， 看不清楚，不要把它往清楚里画。然后就是背景。background。Now this part getting lighter, but I needed to connect it. 底下是亮的，但是把它接好，接起来。Yeah, kind of like that. 这是这个鸡蛋。Okay.